Okay, everybody, I'm back. Now this is part two. This will be my part two um, to about the enemies, about um, the discord, and the Satan will use anything or anyone that he can to carry out his own plan. And the Lord said, "Daughter, get back on there and do part two." So I'm going to be uploading part two first, and then I'm going to do the long one. I'm going to do it in the morning. I'm going to do no more than 15 minutes on this one. So this is Gloria Drummond. Welcome to my channel. All right. Okay, we're going to get into chapter 8 of John, but I want to say I'll be reading more verses, and like I said before, even people in your own family, friends, family, will even turn against you, will rise up against you, and this is the last days. So now I'm going to read John chapter 8, verse 12. All right. Verse 12. Okay, verse 12. I am the light of the world. He is the light of the world. We are the lights that shine for Him. As Christians, we are the lights that shines for Him. Then spake Jesus again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. They shall have the light of life. All right, now Matthew chapter 10. Matthew chapter 10. Matthew chapter 10. I've got to go a little bit faster on these now because I'm going to be doing this one, uploading this one first. Matthew chapter 10, verses 34. I'm going to start at verse 34. I'm going to start at verse 34. Okay. He says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. All right. Yes. But a sword. For 35, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. And he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. All right. And I think I read that before, I think. All right, now we're going to go back to We're going to go, that was Matthew. Yeah, okay, Matthew, okay. We're still in, okay, back to John. Back to John. Back to John, chapter 8. Chapter 8. I obey when he speaks to me, I obey. Chapter 8, verse 12. Chapter 8, verse 12. I just did that. Oh, yeah, John chapter 8, verse 44. We're going to start at verse 44. Okay. I'm going to read 43 first. I'm going to read 43. Why do ye not understand my speech, even because ye cannot hear my word, understand my message? Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. He is a liar, and the father of it. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. Which of you convinceth me of sin? And if I say the truth, why do you not believe me? He that is of God heareth God's words. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of God. Okay? Okay. Now we're going to go to Matthew chapter 12. Matthew chapter 12. Matthew chapter 12. Gotta keep eye on my time this time. Matthew chapter 12. Matthew chapter 12, verses 46 through 50. Chapter 12. Matthew chapter 12. Okay. 46 through 50. While Jesus true kin. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee outside. But he answered and said unto him, Who is my mother, and who are my brethren? And he stretcheth forth his hand toward his disciples, and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. Okay. Alrighty, now we're going to do Psalm 68:1. I read that a while ago, but I want to do it again. Psalm 68:1. Psalms 68:1. 68:1. Let God arise, let his enemies be scattered, let them also that hate him flee before him. Let them all flee. Alright, now we're going to go to Proverbs. It's something how the Lord does. It's something how he does. Proverbs. I don't have a whole lot of time. Proverbs. Proverbs 584. This is what takes up time. I need to do some of these on my tablet. I keep saying that. 584. Shoot. 584. 584. This is what takes up time. 584. 584, people. Proverbs chapter 3. Exhortations to obedience. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones. Honor the Lord with thy substance, and with the first fruits of all thine increase. So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. Happy is a man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Length of days is in her right hand, and her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is every one that retaineth her. The Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth, by understanding hath he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. My son, let them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. So shall they be life unto thy soul, and grace to thy neck. Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. The treatment of neighbors. Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine own hand to do it. Say not unto thy neighbor, Go and come again, and tomorrow I will give. When thou hast it be it by thee. Devise not evil against thy neighbor, seeing he dwelleth securely by thee. Strive not with a man without cause, if he have done thee no harm. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the froward is abomination to the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. Surely he scorneth the scorners, but he giveth grace unto the lowly. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools. That was Proverbs chapter 3. Proverbs chapter 3. Okay, Isaiah 66, 5, 6. Isaiah 56, 5, 6. Isaiah. Six 21. 6:21. Isaiah 66, 5, 6. 66, 5, 6. 66. These pages stick together. 66, 5, 6. 66. 66, 5, 6. Okay, chapter 66 of Isaiah, verses 5 and 6. Hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, Let the Lord be glorified. But he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. A voice of noise from the city, a voice from the temple, a voice from the Lord, that rendereth recompense to his enemies. Okay. Be joyful to the Lord. Be joyful unto the Lord. Let the Lord be glorified. Let the Lord be glorified. Give him all the honor and the glory. Let the Lord be glorified. So this is part 2. This is part 2. I'm going to upload part 1 tomorrow morning. So it's basically about people will turn against you, even your own family, your friends. They'll turn away from you. That's the honest to God truth. So I don't know what I'm going to title this yet, but I'm going to have to put part 2. I'll figure it out. So I love you all. God bless you. May he richly, richly bless you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. So good night. I love you all. Good night.